Hey guys, so today I want to share with you what do you need to know when it comes to raising capital to buy a business. I've been having tons of conversations lately with some of my community members who want to buy a business and want to pitch me or pitch investors in our network to finance their deals. We're also working on some roll-ups, and I just had probably 5 presentations this week alone with different financial institutions or bankers or even investment bankers that can do IPOs and whatnot. So I want to go through today on some of the things you need to know when it comes to understanding what they'll look for when you're pitching your deals. If it's one deal, if it's a roll-up, those are some of the things you need to be prepared for. So I'm going to go through them right now one by one, not necessarily in the right order. First thing you need to know and get ready to is create some kind of executive summary, right? You gotta basically discuss what's the idea, what you're doing, what you're buying, what you're looking to raise, what's your overall plan. Few lines, right? It can be 1-2 lines, it can be probably no more than a paragraph. So who's in your team? Is it just you? Do you have a team with you? Do you have someone with experience in deals? Do you have someone with experience in the industry? Do you have accountants, lawyers? Who's on your team to make sure that you can facilitate this deal? If it's just you, do you know how to present yourself as a credible buyer so they take you seriously and look at you as someone who can facilitate, get that transaction done and be able to run and operate and grow the business? Next thing is market. So size of the market, market opportunity, why this market, what do you know about the market, anything you can share there. Of course, you can add data on competitors, you can add data on their valuation, anything you can find about them to basically show where you're taking this and how are you different than some of the people or companies in the market right now. If it's a roll-up, then you gotta share why roll-up makes sense in that industry right now, right? Is it the fact that you're buying at small multiples and can then sell it at higher one? Is it the fact that there's fragmentation in the market? What can you share? And the more data you have, the better. Next one is why you or why you'll be successful, right? So what is it that you can bring to the table? And you can perhaps add to that you're under. So what are you going to look at deals? Is it revenue, profits, margin, size, retention, recurring revenue? Like what are you looking at the deal? So when you're presenting it to investors, they want to understand specifically how you're looking at the deal and if it's something that they like and can connect to. And again, this should probably be kind of like a sub headline, but if you're doing a roll-up, you want to present your pipeline. Do you have pipeline of companies that you can present? What are their margins? What are their revenues? What they're doing differently? Why there's some kind of reason to even bring them to the pipeline? Is it you actually buying 1 + 1 = 3 type scenario? Or is it you just buying 10 companies, creating 10 different messy companies operating separately and completely different? So you need to know how to sell that story. Next thing you probably want to have there is playbook after the acquisition, right? So what's your plan to at least make sure the business is not collapsing, sustain the business? What's your plan and playbook to grow those businesses after you buy them? And you want some kind of an organic plan as well, not just a, hey, we're going to buy every company out there. It's not enough. So you want to have something unique that shows that you can grow revenue and reduce cost in the market. I'll also add to the why you want to share like what's your background? Did you do any previous deals? Do you have someone in your team that did previous deals? Like what can you show to basically say, hey, you're the person for that, you're credible. Obviously, if you're raising capital, you need to share like how much money do you need. People will probably want to ask you, so how much you need, how much money you're going to bring to the table. Are you willing to put? Do you have any money to put into the table? Do you have any assets for collateral? Like the more you can share, the better. And don't get me wrong, with some of the deals, there's ways to avoid that, but the more transparent you are, the more open you are, the better chances you have. Right? And even if you don't have, then you need to sell yourself in a way where you show you can add value. Because in the end of the day, if you're putting nothing, no effort, no time, no credibility, no experience, no background, no passion or willing to work 24/7, then why would someone need you? I can hire someone from the street. So you really need to learn how to build that story to make sure that people take you seriously. Otherwise, I'm looking to put money in people right now. I need to make sure that you did your homework and you're willing to put 24/7 into it. So what can you do to present in a way that shows that you did your homework and you're ready? I want to see some kind of a budget or pro forma, right? So assuming you're going to raise capital, what you're going to do with the capital, what the forecast looks like, what the next few acquisitions are going to look like, what it's going to create in the revenues, in the profits, what's the IRR and returns I can get from it. I want to know the full picture. Now, if you can share anything about patents or trademarks or anything proprietary, that'll be great as well. Some more stuff that I'd love to see is anything organic. So do you have anything about contract, pipeline of contract, or previous contracts or numbers on retention or churn, or basically everything for me to understand what's the quality of business that you're buying, right? Is it a quality business? Are there happy clients? Can you show me maybe testimonials of clients or something that shows that there's a good quality of product? Can you help me understand who's on the leadership team? You can even share perhaps like their salary, what's their incentive, is there option pool, equity incentives, what's going to make sure that the employees are going to stay and help the business grow. I probably missed some stuff here. This is just kind of like the thinking out loud here, but that should give you a good enough beginning. Like, I'm looking at a lot of potential deals right now. I'm presenting deals. I want to invest in deals. I want to present some of the deals that we have right now going on. And yeah, if you have a good story with all that list, you would be better than 99% of people out there that don't even know what they need when it comes to presenting their deals, right? So I'd say start with this, and yeah, let me know if you enjoy this type of content where I dive in a bit more. It's more technical perhaps, but yeah, I thought I'm looking at those things for so much in the last few days. I thought it could be helpful for at least one of you to share on what we would look for. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments below if you did, or if there's anything else you want me to talk about, and I'll see you soon.